This slide outlines the entire PED certification process, which takes pressure equipment from initial scope identification all the way through to CE marking and market release. There are 7 key phases in this process. First, we start with scope identification. Here, we check the maximum allowable pressure, the state of the fluid, and any specific exclusions to confirm whether the equipment falls within the PED's requirements. Next is fluid classification. The fluid is assigned to either Group 1 or Group 2 based on the classification, labeling and packaging regulation. Following that, we determine the equipment category. This involves plotting the maximum pressure alongside either volume or nominal diameter on the Annex 2 tables to assign the equipment a category between I and IV. Once the category is set, the appropriate assessment module can be selected. This selection depends on the category, volume, and the quality management system in place. Then, the involvement of a notified body is established. An accredited notified body, listed in NANDO, the New Approach Notified and Designated Organizations database, is engaged to carry out the necessary conformity assessments. Next, technical documentation is compiled. This technical file must be comprehensive and is accompanied by the issuing of the EU Declaration of Conformity to confirm compliance. Finally, the CE marking is affixed. This includes stamping the CE mark along with the 4-digit identification number of the notified body on the equipment's nameplate. What runs through each phase is the category determination. It directly influences which essential safety requirements apply, which conformity assessment module is used, and the extent of the notified body's involvement. This systematic approach ensures pressure equipment meets all necessary legal and safety standards before entering the market. Here, we focus on Articles 17 to 19, which cover CE marking and the EU Declaration of Conformity. The CE mark is essentially the manufacturer's own statement, confirming that their equipment complies with all relevant pressure equipment directive requirements. Importantly, it's not a third-party quality certification, but a responsibility that the manufacturer accepts before placing the product on the market. When a notified body is involved in production control, their 4-digit identification number appears alongside the CE mark. Behind this mark is the EU Declaration of Conformity, which is a formal document the manufacturer must keep for 10 years, demonstrating ongoing compliance. It's also crucial to note that certain equipment, specifically those classified under Article 4.3, are not allowed to carry the CE mark. All this information, including the CE mark and the notified body number, must be clearly displayed on the equipment's nameplate for transparency and traceability. To conclude, categorization remains the cornerstone of the Pressure Equipment Directive, or PED. The category dictates the essential safety requirements and the extent of involvement required from a notified body, all within a modernized framework aligned with the new legislative framework, which emphasizes the responsibilities of economic operators. Safety measures are proportionate. The requirements scale according to the fluid hazard, pressure, and size, ensuring that risk is managed appropriately. Each product category corresponds to a specific conformity assessment module outlined in Annex 3, defining the pathway for demonstrating compliance. Once equipment meets these criteria, it receives the CE marking along with an EU Declaration of Conformity, which allows compliant products to move freely throughout the European Union market.